Hi everyone, Ultraviolent 4 here. You're tuning in for part 8 of 15 Rune Gladiator, or not Gladiator, Gargoyle. We're a Gargoyle Conjurer, although I think we left Conjurations behind on floor 3 of the dungeon. Look how far we've come. We've come so far that we've collected 13 of the 15 orbs of runes of Zot, and we've got one more pan one to go, and then we've got Cocytus, which is the hell one. So let's have a look. I think we've done, I was going to guess 40. We've done 39 levels of pan. We're after the final one, which is the mutation themed one. So what a way to end it. We can do random pan floors in hope that luck will give us the last one we need, where we can hope that luck won't mutate us too badly. Alright, we're training evocations at the moment because there isn't really much left for us to train. Have I got Passage? Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Passage of Galubria in my game, because that is a very good utility spell that I could learn, but I haven't seen Passage or Portal. That makes sense actually, because I think they're in the same book. No, they're not. They used to be. Yeah, they used to be, but they're not anymore. I don't know. Well, we've not found either of those two. Here comes the Lord. Okay, well there's an exit here. Nope, still not the one. There's Menace. Interesting. Let's summon some angels to help us. Not that I'm worried about fighting Menace at this stage, but it's more that if anything else bad comes while we're doing it, we won't be able to teleport away because of Menace's silence, and there not being a ability to teleport with wands anymore. So once Menace silences you, you're stuck fighting him. That's pretty much it. Unless you happen to be fast like a Spriggan, you're not getting away from him, not even with haste. Right, 29 teleports. Seems like a lot of teleports. Oh, there's a guy has a brain for a head. Alright, here we go. Mnoleg lives here. I don't know how you say that one either. Mnoleg, I don't know. The mutation guy lives here. So on his floor there isn't any loot, and because most of the monsters you find, like all these cacodemons and a whole bunch of Necrosects, they all mutate you. You basically don't want to clear it. You want to just... No, we've got to go in this way, I think. You want to just get the rune and get out, because the longer you spend here, the worse you're going to get mutated. Basically. This Panlord, so I'm not even trying to say his name, Mnoleg. He's not directly a threat. It's more, his whole thing is that he summons, what do we get? Just felt odd for a moment. Oh, we somehow got resistant to further mutation. Oh, that's great. That's why I thought a few times we got mutated, but then we never actually did. Ah, okay, that's handy. So he summons a lot of things, and they can swarm you. In particular, like this, he can summon floating eyes, although those ones were natural, not summoned. And they can paralyze you, and they can't be stopped by your MR. So I'm just going to back off. I'm going to summon angels like this. For this one, I'm not going to bother hasting or mighting, because there's not really much need. So you can see random bolt, summon eyeballs, call of chaos, summon horrible things. So he basically, and blink, should have blink. No blink, but dig apparently. The only way you're gonna die to him is if you just get overwhelmed by his summons, which, yeah, most of the time does not happen. So here's the easiest one by far. Although his flaw is perhaps the most annoying because you tend to get really messed up by all the mutators here. Alright, so that's... Oh, we haven't picked up his rune yet. Let's do that first. You used to quite often find potions of cure mutation here at the end. I guess there's like a sorry we mutated you 100 times consolation prize, but there are no cure mutes anymore. And it doesn't look like they, well, at least not on this time we didn't get mutation. So we've got 14 of our runes now. All 5 of the pan ones, the demonic, and then the 4 panlord runes. So now we've just got Cocytus to go. We want to exit by the abyss because actual exits are rare. So once we head into the abyss, because we've got the rune, we'll pretty quickly pop out and then we'll be back in the dungeon again. It's good as new. Ready to take on the hells. Alright, so we head into the abyss and right there we have several gateways out. Alright, that's it for our pan fun times. So in this one, we're heading into cold, so you can probably guess that you want to have cold resistance. Where can we get some? I know we have a ring. Yep, I think we're basically just wearing our ring of protection from cold. Unfortunately, that's about the best we can do. Rather than the EV +5 Slay +3 ring, which is a bit unfortunate. Well actually we can do the same thing as Lorm. The most important time to have it is the final boss fight. So for most of the floor, just having 2 points of RC is probably fine. And we can resistance up for the final fight. Alright, let's go to Cocytus. So we've done 3 of the Hell branches, and we haven't seen the Hell Serpent yet. So I think that tells us that unless we've somehow missed it, it's probably somewhere on this floor. Being able to fly is really, really helpful here because there's a lot of water, particularly against over the deep water. Alright, and I don't know if you remember, but basically the plan for Hell is there are 7 floors and you're basically just trying to get down. So whether that's a hatch or it's a shaft or it's a stair down, you do whatever you find and you just dive to 7. And you hope that you don't get packs of shard strikes. How? That was with 2 points of RC. One of them, you saw how much that hurt. When you have a whole pack of them, they really hurt. There's our stair. We're on 3, so we've got a few more to go. Evocations to 14. We probably should have been picking up our like sacks of spiders and stuff now, because with the evocation that we've now managed to learn, that's really strong. Because the spiders will net them, your enemies for you, or they'll web them. And you've seen what happens when things are netted. Well springs are not as crazy as they used to be, but they shoot water at you, which knocks you back, and then they summon water elementals all around you. Oh man, We were confused by the hell effect and trying to stumble our way to the stairs, and we got teleport trapped. Please. Cocytus 5. That's a lot of things. Seems perfect for whatchamacallit. Cleansing Flame. We need to shoot the Tormentor. We can't just ignore it. Good. I guess we just flame some more. And there's our... A little confused again. Please stop, hell effect. We're too confused. There we go. Just want to go down. Alright. We'll just go down. Alright, so let's magic map it. Yes, we'll read it with enemies nearby. So we know that, or we very strongly suspect the Serpent of Hell is somewhere in here. So in this one, you make your way around the outside a few times, sort of rings. Probably in the middle somewhere we'll find the Serpent of Hell. And then right in the middle, we expect to see Antaeus and a whole bunch of Ice Fiends. And hopefully not a whole bunch of Shard Shrikes. There's one. Okay, here come a few. Let's summon a Deva. And probably I should use Sniper because it can't miss. So their dodge. Oh man, look how much they hurt. We're almost dying to two of them. They're crazy, Shard Shrikes. Okay. Let's continue on our journey to the center of the Cocytus 7. It's not really Earth. Journey to the center of Hell. I don't remember that movie. I guess that's kind of like this Dante's Inferno, maybe. The inner circle of hell. Alright. There's the outside done. Let's head into the next one. We should probably take out our crossbow. Sensing all the monsters inside. No. It's so annoying. It's like when you're playing Formicid and you can't auto travel anywhere because you keep sensing monsters. There's a fiend. Fiend must die. Any moment I'm expecting the Serpent of Hell to charge out. The cold one is not a bad one. It's probably one of the better Serpents of Hell because it's like, it mostly does cold elemental damage. So you should have RC in here, so you're okay. It's not like the Crystal Spear one in Dis that will really give you a bad time. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. That's a bit of a worry. Let's get the Shard Shrike. Good. I really don't want to fight Antaeus, Ice Fiends, and the Serpent of Hell all at the same time. Looks like we might be. Summon a Fiend. There it is. Okay. Serpent of Hell roars deafeningly. If we XP him, he's listed as a red one. See, so he's got Flash Freeze, which I believe... What's going on? I believe that makes you take... It slows your movement. Okay. And I think if you take cold damage while you're frozen, you take additional. Maybe that's how it works. He also has Summon Dragon, but you can see here he his things are just centered around cold damage. So I'm going to quaff a resistance, if I can find it up there. I'm going to haste, and I guess I could might, because at this stage, what else am I going to might against? And then we'll summon some angels, and then we should be fine. Yeah, the cold one is really not that big a deal. It's the worst ones are Dis and Tataris, I think. For the fire and cold, it's mostly elemental damage, and you have those because you prepared your elemental damage to come into the branch. Whereas Crystal Spear, say, you can't do much about. I'm going to try and sort of explore around. So if there are any ice fiends out here wandering, we'll find them. Here. I never realized that Cleansing Flame was so loud. This is the first time I've used it since the new noise meter. It makes red noise. Okay, well this door is open. Where are all the fiends? There's one. These guys can't walk across water, so we can just snipe them from over here. Although my angels want to go in. Okay, there's Antaeus. Okay, so I want to hop back. See, that was his rune, so I could just support his rune and then run. But we've killed all of them so far, why not? So we want to go haste. We want to get the last point of cold resistance we're missing. So resistance, we're going to go might. I guess we may as well go agility. And this is one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to read some... I have 7 scrolls of summoning. So when you read scrolls of summoning here, we got it in 1. You have a chance to get shard strikes like this. And because shard strikes are so ridiculously overpowered, they just wreck Antaeus. So I'll just go AFK while my shard strikes just kill him. Look at that. Shard strikes. OS Frog. Oh man, it's so good. Look, I'm just AFK. Thank you, shard strikes. So, yeah, that's my favorite use of scroll summoning in the game. Shard strikes against Antaeus. Cool. So that was fairly easy. Because we got it in 1. You're not usually that lucky. I mean, if you have enough of them, maybe you'll ultimately get it. But to do it in 1 is nice. And then I guess we'll save the other summonings for our orb run. Well, I mean, why would I use them, right? I've already grabbed the rune. That's the storm bow. That's a cool bow if you're a bow user. So 15 of 15 runes. Oops, I shouldn't have rested here. Why am I resting in hell? I don't know. Losing my mind. This is what the extended game does to me. All you people who kept asking me to play 15 runes, you've made me go insane. It's okay. Alright, so now we're heading to Zot, which... well, we've already cleared it. That's not a usual thing. Is there anything that we want to buy? Not really. Never ever found a gold dragon armor. We're carrying around 14 enchant armor scrolls, but no gold dragon armor. I don't know what's up. Alright, so let's go to Zot. Well, we've already cleared it, so yeah, we can just wander straight into Zot 5. That's nice. We don't really need to do this, but we can go Shift X, Control F, and we can just see that if there are any cursed toes or something around, so that no, we don't meet them on the orb run. I feel like we would just kill them like this. Like we've fought lots of many more dangerous enemies than Ancient Liches. This guy's in jail right now. He's been imprisoned. I feel a bit bad, so we'll let him out. All these phantom mirrors as well. I could have been using those on Panlords, but I mean they're pretty good, but they're not amazing because the Panlords tend to have resistances against the spells that they use themselves. So say you make an extra Antaeus, and then he freezes himself, or Cerebov maybe. He's immune to fire, so what is your Firestorm Cerebov going to do? Alright, so let's go grab the rune. I mean, your Phantom Mirror Cerebov will have a sword that... I don't know if removing his fire resistance works, because he doesn't have fire resistance, he's actually immune. I don't know. We may as well recharge our digging before we run. This stuff doesn't really matter, because as a 15 rune character, your Oberon... I don't know how you'd manage to die. You fought so many random Panlords that any more random ones that turn up, you can just hit them. So if we see any Panlords on our Oberon, we'll just mace them. Is there anything else we want to do? I guess we can eat to Engorged. Alright, we definitely got 15 runes, right? Yep. Okay, let's grab it. GD0. We're sensing a monster. I guess the Oberon is always a bit scary. I just felt like sort of a nervous pang, but really there's nothing on this that could really threaten me in any way unless I'm really dumb. Certainly nothing that I haven't already fought a bunch of times in the extended game. Like this, Hell Sentinel in your 3-ring game would be really scary, but I just hit him with my crossbow a few times. Same thing. Fiend. Never mind, I just kill him. A Seraph. That's the more difficult one. Because Seraphs don't get hurt by our holy weapons. Let's haste. We'll start running. And then I'll read a scroll of summoning, which will take us 2 turns because of blurry vision. But then we get the stuff that will just... it will just halt that stuff so we can get away. Alright, GD0. Oh no, we should stop flying. Taking extra airstrike damage. Does not really matter at this point. Guess we'll just flame it. Cleanse the hellhounds. Oh, there's a Firestorm Panlord. But even that, like, so that would be utterly terrifying, but I just 2-shot him. I took barely any damage because we had full RF, and then I 2-shot him with my Holy Wrath crossbow. We're on D1, final boss Hobgoblin. Alright, so we're here. Let's read a scroll of summoning. And again, make some... Can't make any more. They disperse without effect because we can't place them. Alright, so there's our 15 rune game. Let's escape. We at some point picked up the Salamander hide and I never noticed. Alright, well there's your 15 rune game. You can stop asking me now. I don't know. So, I feel like most of the interesting decisions in Crawl are in the earlier parts of the game and through the mid-game. Like in which way you're going to start skilling, which weapon skill or spell schools and all that stuff. By the time you get to Extended, we saw in Pan where we had to go through about 45 Pan floors. It can become a bit of a slog. So you're not really... At that point, you're not making any important game decisions. You're kind of just playing it out. So after a while, the extended game kind of loses its fun. It is definitely good to win them if you haven't. And I remember the first time I did it, I was so excited. And I still get excited, but it's not something that I want to do all the time. Anyway, I hope you, if you sat through all of these, I hope you enjoyed this 15 rune game. If there's anything that I didn't cover particularly well, or you have any further questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to go over something I missed or didn't explain well. And then, as always, if you have any particular combo suggestions that you'd like me to play, please let me know. I'd be more open to something a little bit wackier now, maybe, seeing as we're now sitting on a 1-game streak. I don't know if you can call 1 game a streak, probably not. Rather than an 8, which we had just before. Still feel very sad about that one, but that's okay. And for my next game, I've got an idea. I've got a really wacky idea lined up, actually. It should be a bit of fun. So you'll have to see. Join me for that one. I promise, as in an actual promise, that my next game will be super clowny. Dude. Alright. I'm Ultraviolent 4. See you all later. Hope to see you back next time. We'll try to streak again. We can rebuild it. Maybe. We definitely can. We could go for another streak. Alright. See you later.